हे हाय एवरीवन, वेलकम टू सेल्सफोर्स हाइव माइंड। और आज हम लोग मिल रहे हैं बहुत दिनों बाद, लेकिन एक अपडेट से रिगार्डिंग जो कि सेल्सफोर्स की तरफ से है। सो लेट्स जंप एंड सी द प्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ विंटर 27 सेल्सफोर्स फीचर्स। ओके, सो सबसे फर्स्ट बात ये है कि विंटर 27 का लोगो ये रहने वाला है। ओके, सो दिस इज विंटर 27 लोगो। Now, the first feature is flow builder UI changes. So अभी हम लोग देखने वाले हैं org में जाके कि जो flow builder का UI है वो किस तरह से change हुआ है. Let's jump over the org. Okay, you can see this is the org. Let's refresh this org. You can see this Winter 27 logo. This is the pre-release org. और आइए चलते हैं flows की तरफ. Let's click on new flow. This will open as a flow builder. Okay, let's click on screen flows. Yep, you can see this, the new UI of this flow builder. Uh, like this, that there is run, debug, these are the button groups, the clear round shapes. Okay, so these are the new UI enhancement in this flow builder. Yeah, so this is the first update. Okay, now let's move on to second. Second is customize your flow builder experience. Okay, so let's see how we can customize our flow builder. For example, this is screen flow. Let's add one get records element here, get records. So right now, what are you able to see? You are able to see this label, API name, description and all. So you can see this icon called user preferences. If we can click on this and it is saying hide API names. If we can hide API names and save it, what we will see, we can open this. You can see API name is gone. Only label is showing up. So you can see these are the flow builder preferences, hide API names, collapse labels and descriptions, collapse element labels and description in the configuration panel. You can expand the fields to edit, right? Hide labels and description after setup. Show label and description fields when you first create an element after you save the fields collapse automatically is like this. Okay. So this is the first, second update. Now let's move on to the third update. There is a new way to add elements. Now you can see in the screenshot, if we have a record triggered flow and we are adding elements, so this new element will be shown. And in the right side, you can see what we have to add it like this. This is the new way to add elements. Let's move on to the next feature, that is screen flows in mass actions for list views and related lists. Okay, so on this, I will make one separate video how we can do that with the help of list views and deleted list. Now, the next thing is the color picker and display text component and text template resources. Let's see in the all. Let's add one display text component. Okay, API name, for example, display text, and let's write it here. Winter 27 release. Now, suppose if we can hit on this, so this will show the color palette like this. You can select any of the color like this. This is the color picker. Let's move on to the next update. Apply tags to flows. Simply, it's just for classification. Let's see in the org. For example, if we can save this flow, here you can see tags. It is saying apply to all versions of the flow, not individual versions. So, if we have some tag, we can create it. For example, create winter 27 release like this. You can able to take it. Select category, for example, new category, release, updates like this. Right? Save it. Save it. Okay. This is Winter 27 tag. Now, for example, I will save this testing flow like this. Save. Okay. This flow is saved. Now, how and where we can see this? Let's go to our automation app. Okay, this is our automation app. Okay, this is our automation app, and you can see there is one tab called tags. If we can click on this tab called tags, you can see Winter 27 release, and then this is release updates tag category. Okay, let's move on to next update. That is, we can now split by field value element. We can now have in the flow builder in the elements section split by field value element. Let's see in the let's add here is split by field value. Label like rating. Okay, and field to evaluate triggering accounts as well subject and rating account rating. Okay, like this. So value we can select hot, then we can add one more path. We can select as a warm. We can add more path, and we can select as a cold. Like this, we can have checklist value, split of fields by values, right? Okay, let's see the another update. And it's the same split by date element. Let's see in the org. So for example, we have this split by what we called field value. We have a split by date also, like this. We can have some date operator, for example, like date, okay, and before, between, after, like this. For example, before 31st, like this. You can add one like after 31st, like this. Before 31st, like this. Okay. Okay, now let's move on to next update. That is flow version edit history. It's just like version control. What we are doing in Git, right? GitHub. Let's see in the org. Let's save as a new version. And you can see the version 2 is saved. Let's click on this icon called edit history. And we can see, right? This edited by Salesforce Hive Mind 3:35 p.m. right now. And what I will do, let's delete this delete element and saving not version delete and I will save it. Okay, now let's click on this. Yeah, you can see earlier it was with get account and now I have saved. If you can click this, it is without that get element. So this helps in what we can say version control. And here you can see if we can expand this detail section that this is removed and all these. And here what we can do, we can restore this, we can save as new version, save as new flow. All these things we can done from here. Let's move on another update. Let us flow test mode. Right now it's in beta and you can see in the process automation settings, you can enable this checkbox to use this feature. Let's go to this process automation settings. Okay. In the process automation, in the process automation settings, you can see this to enable flow test mode beta. We can enable this, and we have to save this. Now, if I'm refreshing this flow, okay, you can see this build part and the test part, right? In the build part, we can build, and the test part, we can test the flow like this. I can make this detailed video on how to do this in the separate video. Okay, let's move on to next feature. That is, there is a new screen component called time. Let's see. Here, let's add one screen. And in the component, if we can search, we can find a component called time. So here we can set the API name, the label, all these fields like this, right? And let's see the next feature. It's filter unused resources. It's a very good feature that is introduced in Winter 27. Let's see in the org. So here you can see in the resources section, we have filter by missing description and unused. Let's see missing description. So you can see this rating resource, this is not having in description. For example, let's add this description and done. So it will not show here because it is filtered by this one. Okay. And this is unused means we are not using it anywhere. This one like that. Okay, guys. So these are all updates for Winter 27 Salesforce release. If you like my video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel Salesforce Hive Mind, and let's connect over on the next video. Thank you and have a nice day.